Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Daniel here. Today I'm gonna show you how you can use conditional formatting in Microsoft Excel. Now, what's conditional formatting? Well, conditional formatting is a tool in Microsoft Excel that allows you to visualize your data or identify trends and patterns in your data in Microsoft Excel. Now, first of all, I'm gonna orientate you on the kind of data that I have here. I have the sector data, and I have country, I have the product, I have quantity now, and I also have date. And here I also have names here. So first off, under the sectors, I'm a product manager for my company, and my boss asked me to analyze the expenses that were incurred on some of these sectors in our company. So here I want to check the sector that had the highest, that we incur the highest expenses in the year. So I'll highlight this and select, go to under the home tab, and here I'm going to select conditional formatting, and then under the highlight cell rules, I'll select the greater than value to check the sector that had the highest expenses in the year or in the month, or whichever data you have. So here the format cells that are greater than, so I want to check the from $60 above is what my boss asked me to check, which marks that it's greater than, so $60 and above. So here with under this width, it's asking me to check and select which color I want the cells to be highlighted in. So here I think I'm okay with the default color, so I'm gonna select OK. So right here you can see $99,000 is above 60, and this is above others is above 60. So this shows that the highest expenses were from the utilities, the healthcare, the consumer discretionary, and the healthcare. So here that's one way you can use conditional formatting to check your data. So here I'm gonna press the Ctrl Z to go back. So the next one is I want to select conditional formatting again to check the lowest, the lowest sector that had the sector that had the lowest expenses. So under the conditional formatting, I'll select less than value. So I want my less than value to start from $45,000. So I'll go ahead and select OK. So here you see I have the financials. The financials at $9,000, $9,187 as the expense they incurred in the month or in the week, as the case might be with your data. So I also have materials, which means they incur $12,000 and a little bit above in their expenses, and that for all. So that's one way you can check whether you on your expenses or your data that you have to check the figures that are higher or the figures that are above. So I'm going to go ahead and hit on Ctrl Z again to go back. So let's check some few things out again. So under the conditional formatting, I have text that contains or a duplicate values. So here I want to check the duplicates, if I have duplicate under my expenses. So I'll select highlight cell rules under conditional formatting and check on the duplicate values. Oh, so here it shows that healthcare, financials, and healthcare add a duplicate value. That means we have two financials here. This is one and this is one. So this means financial under here had a very huge expenses in the month, or probably the data are not correct. That's why I'm having a duplicate financials. Then I can remove this. So that's one way you can check duplicate values in Microsoft Excel using conditional formatting. So I'm going to go ahead and select Ctrl Z again. And then under the next one, like I said earlier, I'm a product manager for my company. So I was choose to analyze data from Australia, how our product is doing from Australia. So here I want to check the product the quantity sold in the last 7 days in Australia, and check out some of our products that had those highest quantities. So here I'm gonna highlight the dates and select conditional formatting, and under this highlight cell rules, I'll come down to a date recurring. So I'll select the date recurring, and here, just like before, I have format cells that contain a date recurring. So this is showing me yesterday. Well, I don't want for yesterday, I want for last week. You can choose for maybe for last week, for last month or next month, or probably you are forecasting. You can also choose next month, and in my case here I only want to select in the last month, in the last 7 days. So I'm going to go ahead and select the last 7 days. And yeah, I can also change the date or select the custom format to check my data. So I'm going to go ahead and select light red, just the default one, and select OK. So here this Microsoft Excel highlights the cells that has the date with the last 7 days, and you can see, so meaning that in the last 7 days we had buy more cookies in Australia. We were able to sell 1,725 in the last 7 days, and 215. And I can just hold on, click on this, hold on to my control, check this out, check this out, check this out. So that means our total sum, like you can see here, the total sum we sold in Australia in the last 7 days is 5,782. Well, maybe that's a huge product. My manager will decide that. So that's one way you can use conditional formatting to highlight cell that, to check a recurring date in Microsoft Excel. So I'm going to go ahead and hit on the Ctrl Z. And here under the next one, I have different names. So I was asked from my manager to quickly do a summary of some names. So, well, I was rushing and probably I made a mistake. So I want to use conditional formatting to check, and to check, probably I have a duplicate value in this data. So I'm going to go ahead and select conditional formatting, highlight set cell values, and click on the duplicate value. Oh wow, I guess while I was rushing I made a lot of mistakes. So you can see John is occurring 2 times here. This is John, this is John. And Jude, it shows that Jude is occurring 2 times. So this is Jude. And also Daniel is also occurring 2 times. So that's one way you can use Microsoft Excel to check duplicate values in Microsoft Excel, both value and alphabet in Microsoft Excel. And one thing also, one of the most important things you can do with conditional formatting is if you have a large data set you're working with, you can easily use conditional formatting to check and analyze whatever you're seeing or what you don't want in your data in Microsoft Excel. So the next one is I'm going to show you here how we can use we checked this out earlier. So some of the data bars we have in under conditional formatting. So under the expenses, I'll highlight this and click on conditional formatting, and I want to use add a color like the comments here. Add a color data bar to represent the value in a cell. The higher the value, the longer the bar. So I'll go ahead and select OK. So here you see I have $99,732 here, $1,000. So and under the financials I had a low value, and you can see the few blue on that inside the cell. I like that I have the lowest value in the cell and I also have the highest value in the cell. So that's another way you can check the highest value in your data in Microsoft Excel with conditional formatting and using data bars. So I'll go ahead and hit on Ctrl Z, and the next one is icon set. And I can use my icon set to check the highest value or the lowest value in Microsoft Excel. So I click on that, and you can see under the utilities 9999 I have the mark sign. This I also have the mark sign. For 55 I had an exclamation mark. So but you need to understand that all this data that I have here are supported with a rule, and under Microsoft Excel, under my icon set, I can click on this or more rules, or try and manipulate the rules. So I'll go ahead and click on more rules. So here you can see format all cell based on their rules. So here I don't want this icon set. I want this as my icon set. So you see the mark sign shows that when the value is greater than or equal to 67, the mark sign will mark. But here we don't want 67. So under the type, I'll click on type and change the type to number. So when value is greater than or equals to what, or equals to greater than 50, or greater than or equal to 50, then I want it to be marked. And then the next one is when value is less than 0 and greater than or equal to, I want this to be 45,000. So here I want my value to be 40. So this shows that when it is less than 50 and greater than or equal to 40, then I want my data here to be let me put that as cancel as well. So I only have two representation, two icon represented. So I'll mark that as that. And so here you see when my data is less than 40, then it cancel. When it is less than 50 and greater or equal to 40, then it's use the cancel sign for my data. So I'll go ahead and select OK. And you can see here my value as the icon representation has changed for this as well. So it shows that if my data is greater than 50, then it's use the mark sign, but if it is less than 50, then it's use the cancel sign. So that's one way you can also use icon in Microsoft Excel. Well, there are some amazing features you can also check out on conditional formatting, and I'll surely be there to guide you on how to use it. So if you enjoyed this video, I want you to give it a thumbs up, like the video, comment on the video, and also try and share with some of your colleagues or co-workers in the office that are trying, having challenges on how to use some features in Microsoft Excel. You can also share my channel with your friends and co-workers to check out some amazing things you can see on Microsoft Excel, and um, get a glimpse of how conditional formatting works and introduction to Microsoft Excel. Check out the video check out the description under the video below to try and understand how the data works in Microsoft Excel. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and click on the notification bell to get future videos. Thank you.